Do tshuva. That's what a Jewish heart is. Jewish heart does tshuva. Not continue sinning with your support. How's he going to do tshuva? If you really cared about his Jewish heart, you tell him to do tshuva. So here he says, even if he only praises the evildoer for the good that he possesses, speaking well of him to others regarding his upright qualities, this too is a sickly evil. He says, it's not even that he says he's a good person. He simply compliments something that he does. Yeah, but he's very good at his job. Not allowed. No form of compliment is allowed to be given to a Rasha. Yeah, but he built that building. He donated to that thing. Not allowed. Not allowed to compliment this person in public. Not allowed. Why? He's a person that violates Hashem's name on a regular basis.
What if it's a parent?
Who says you have to compliment them in public?
Not in public.
Compliment the person, the parent to themselves, that's a different story. What's the goal? What's the reason? We're talking about here that he's doing it in public. He's doing it in front of other people. Because in essence, that speech is not for the sake of that person anymore. It's you're telling other people he's a good person. So now they're going to rely on that information and use it for whatever else. They say, oh, he's good at building, I'm going to use him for building. He's good at looking, I'm going to use him for looking. He's good at eating, I'm going to use him for... In essence, you're giving him, you're this testimony, you're his credibility, you're vouching for him that he's good at... He may be horrible, murderer, and all of these other things, but he's good at this. You vouch for him? No good. But as far as complimenting a parent, you're not doing it to strange people. You complimented the parent to their face. What value does complimenting a parent to some stranger? What are you going to do? Say, oh, I want you to be my parent also? I mean, you can say, I have good parents, or just simply not say anything bad. But the point is that this one thing has a very clear difference here, is that here, he's saying is that even if the person that you're talking about is not there, and you're talking about it to other people, which means that it's the words and how they affect the other people, not that person himself. Not the Rasha himself. It's how your words will be utilized by these other people. Because now they think he's good. Now they think he's generous. Now they think he's something. So a person has to be very, very careful. Like I said, you have to choose your words very carefully when you are speaking about other people. Now, sometimes you have a situation where it's uncomfortable. Somebody puts you on the spot. It says, is he good at what he does? And the guy is right there. And the guy is right there. He's he's terrible. He's terrible. He's not good at his job. Not that he's a thief. He's not a thief. He's not like takes money from people, he doesn't do the job. But, he's not good. Why? You hired him one time. And instead of building you a kitchen, he built you a bathroom. So he's not good. But somebody put you on a spot and he's right next to it. What are you going to do? You have to tell the guy, and you have to get yourself out of this situation. Where you have to tell the guy, you have to judge yourself. It all depends on what you need. I'm not exactly the expert. Not the expert. But that's assuming he's not a bad person. He's just not necessarily good at his job. But if he's a bad person, if he's dangerous, you have to warn the girl. You have to tell him outright. No, don't use him. Don't use him, he's a Rasha. He's a thief. If the person is intentionally wicked, you have to warn people. But if he's just not good, it's different. You can tell people, you have to be judged, you got this, that. I don't necessarily have the same needs as you, I don't have the same tastes as you, and so on. But again, don't lie about what you got. Listen, I got a bathroom instead of if he asks you specifics. But try to get yourself to not be the cause of loss. But at the same token, don't lie. But if he's a wicked person, is dangerous to society, you must warn people. Must warn people. And he continues and he goes on, and it's one of the interesting parts is that in section 190, he starts off by saying, Tzadikim yit'avu et rasha. Tzadikim despise Reshaim. As the Pasuk says in Mishle, in Proverbs 29:27, Toevat tzadikim ish avil. A man of iniquity, a sinner, is an abomination to the tzadikim. Tzadikim, they hate Reshaim. We're not talking about Reshaim that don't even know they're Reshaim. Not talking about this guy grew up in a kibbutz, he doesn't even know what Shabbat is, bichlal. He thought it's like a table. We're talking about people that know, people that go to Beit Knesset, but they drive 20 years already. They have unethical businesses, and they know it's unethical. It's not like somebody's cheating them. They're bad people. Tzaddikim hate such people. One who is not a member of the tzaddikim, even if he does not despise and curse the wicked, at least he should not bless them. Even if you're not a tzaddik, and you're not at such a high level that you hate the Reshaim, you actually have to be at a high level to hate Reshaim. Because you have to, first of all, know who's a Rasha. Sometimes you're the Rasha, but you hate other people, call them Rasha. So first of all, you have to be at a certain level to hate the Reshaim, because you hate them for the sake of Hashem, not for the sake of you. You're not hating them because they're making fun of you. You don't care if people make fun of you. You hate them because they're making fun of Hashem. They're desecrating Hashem's name. It has nothing to do with you. If they insult you personally, don't even respond. If they insult you personally, you don't respond at all. You know how many times people have made videos about me? You never heard about it. Why? It's about me. They just call me names for no reason. You're never going to hear their names. Why? I don't really care. But if somebody desecrates Hashem's name, even if he doesn't know I exist, I'm going to make sure he knows now. Why? I'm going to make sure everybody knows that he's a Rasha. Why? It's about Hashem. And even if you're not a tzaddik, you try to be a tzaddik. But if you're not even a tzaddik, and you're not even trying to be a tzaddik, you're not even trying to hate the wicked, Rabbeinu Yonah says, at least don't praise the wicked. Don't compliment them. Why? Because you start complimenting, you become a Rasha yourself. And he continues at the third level, and I mean this is 9 levels, it's a whole series. Point being, Rabotai, is a person needs to be very, very careful with speaking about people in general, good or bad, because it's not just about speaking about Lashon Hara, it's even things like flattering. You have to put so much thought into the words that come out of your mouth. It explains us why the tzaddikim don't speak very much if it's not divrei Torah. They just simply don't speak much if it's not divrei chokhmah. If it's not words of wisdom, they just don't speak. Why? Because they know that they could potentially fail. And that's where the Gemara says that the mundane conversation of the Chachamim, the students need to learn from. Why? Because even their mundane conversation is divrei Torah. The greatest investment that a person can possibly do is to invest as much as possible into Cube.
I urge you to open up your heart, open up your wallet, support this incredible cause. By donating, you're not only helping others, but you're also opening the door to divine blessings in your own life by really setting Hashem's children on the right track. Let's make a difference together, one person at a time. Thank you, and may Hashem bless all the sponsors and grow the Bezrat Hashem organization.